Hey, Dan Passarelli here. I was working with one of our one-on-one coaching students today, and we were looking at a trade, and I forget what kind of trade it was, maybe a debit spread or some sort of directional trade. And we were looking at a particular stock, and the stock was RTX Corporation. And as I was looking at it, I noticed that the implied volatility was very, very low, and that it tends to trade in a pretty big range over reasonably short periods of time. And so I immediately went to the idea of looking at a straddle, and I did. Now, here's a chart of RTX, and we see that after earnings it had a pretty good gap up, but it had a pretty big run up after that. It had about a $8 range within just over 2 weeks here. It had a really big range here with a gap here. And so this thing can really move, right? So I looked at the options, and let's narrow in here a little bit. And I know I had to give myself a little bit more time. So I went out to the December 22nd options that have 44 days until expiration, which should be plenty of time to move. And I saw that I could buy the straddle for just over $4. So then I went back and I looked at how long it might take to move just $4. And with some of the things that are going on after a big run up, we could see a pullback, or we could see some continuation to the upside after it busted through a couple of moving averages here. And so that is a trade that I really just happened to stumble upon, and I like it, and I thought I'd share it with you. This is Dan Passarelli, Trade Smart.